Hello class. In last video we have learned how can we pass parameters in our function, or we can say that arguments in our function. Now we'll continue in this program and we'll learn that how can we pass parameters, arguments, as well as how my function can return something. Okay, so let me copy this code where we are passing parameters. Let me comment this code. Okay, and we will create next code where we are passing parameters. Okay, program is same as it is. So here we are passing parameters to our function, read the value, pass the parameters in our function, and function is performing addition or finding sum and printing it. But instead of that, suppose I want to return that value. How it is possible? So already we have done it. While I want to return something, I should use return statement. Okay, so let me return this sum from here, like from find sum function to main function. So to return it, what we require to write, we'll require to write return sum. Okay, so we are just going to return this sum. Now, while I'm returning sum here, I will print it in my main function. Okay, so I'm just got these statements. Okay, and after calling it, I'll print it. Okay, so I want to return from this function to my main function. Now what I'm returning? So I'm returning sum, right? So sum is of int type. So I should change return type. So I'm changing it as int. Okay. So I have made it int as return type. Now same for my declaration too. So I have in declaration also have changed. And as it is returning, we need something. So here I am creating variable called sum1. Either if you want to make sum, you can. Okay, whatever you want to create. So if you are creating a sum itself, then also it is fine. Make sure this sum and this sum will be different. Okay, so we have sum1 variable and it will store some value and we want to print it. Is it good? Okay, so what we are doing, we are reading two values, passing as a parameter to our function and calling this function. While we are calling, it will jump over the definition. Number 1 will be copied here, number 2 will be copied here. We are finding sum, returning sum, and whatever returned will be stored in some variable and we are printing it. Okay, and this program is called function with arguments and with return type. Good. So we have created a program where, okay, I'm sorry, let me run my code. Okay, so we have created a program where we are using like a return type as well as parameters or arguments. Okay, now next is these functions which we have created. This function is called user defined function. This function is called user defined function because this is defined by user. Okay, means we programmer are defining it, and that's why it's called user defined function. Okay. Okay, now there are inbuilt functions too. C++ is providing its own inbuilt function, or it is also referred as a built-in function, means which is provided by C++ itself, and that is called a built-in function. So if you want to use such function, you should not do anything. You should not define it, just you have to call it. Okay, but make sure whatever header file is containing that function, that header file you have to include. For example, if you want to like find sum of maximum number from two numbers, then you can write like here is, it is, look at here. So square root, if let's say for example we want to find a square root of sum, then here we are using square root of sum, whatever sum we have find, it's a square root will be printed here. Okay, so this is how we can use built-in function. So for built-in function, just include header file, just call that function and you are good. Okay, so this program is showing us how can we pass parameter, how can we return value, as well as how can we use built-in function. Now let me run our code once again. Are 4 categories which we have completed. So for example, I am entering first number is 60, second number is 40. So the sum of two numbers is 100 and the square root of sum is 10. Is it good? Okay, so I guess you are clear about which are different 4 categories of function, as well as how can you use built-in function. Make sure while you want to use built-in function, include libraries, relevant libraries. It is not possible that you are aware about all functions as well as library. You can refer documentation, that is a standard documentation provided by C++ and can use it. Thank you.